streaming. Sorry about that, technical difficulties.
Pay your fucking internet bill.
I know, right? Anyway, we want to go ahead and have everybody start sending us some Crying Jordans. We'll use them on the air. We'll kind of vote on them. Best ones win, make the show, of course.
Yep, give you a shout out.
Absolutely. Okay, we want to go ahead and start off with last Sunday's major fight. Is that a major fight, Brandon? Jake Paul versus Tyson Fury.
In the boxing world, not really, but for as far as watchability, I'd say so. Yeah.
As far as Pokemon card collectors, it was pretty huge.
It's pretty good. Yeah. So with that, we'll open up talking about the odds. Jake Paul's favored at -170, which is odd because he's finally facing an actual boxer. And Tyson Fury.
My
That would be a very
My
good
bad.
fight.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't watch it. That would be murder.
I would have paid to see that.
Oh yeah, I would
Yeah.
have fucking paid to see that.
Yeah, who was it again?
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury. That's
Is
it.
Tyson's little brother.
I was
The way better looking.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't
The
look
one
like
that
Shrek.
doesn't look like a monster.
Is it Tommy Gun Fury?
Yeah, pretty much. But he
Rocky 10 coming to you.
he locked in at, I think it was +145 for him, which is odd. As far as the fight, I watched the fight. I did not pay for it. I illegally streamed it, as we should all
Fantastic.
do.
If you want to go ahead and share that, that would be great too. If you
Yeah.
got any sites out there.
Oh yeah, it was my boy Ferger hooked me up. Shout out for
Yeah, let's get him in trouble too.
Yes, absolutely.
yes. But anyways, I watched the whole fight. Announcers are just Jake Paul, absolute dick riders. It was really fucking annoying.
I remember you saying that.
I have the strikes right here. Tommy outstruck him 88-49 power punches, jabs 38-25. So in every category, just outboxed him, period.
Right.
And every highlight in between rounds was the one punch Jake Paul connected on. So
really
super fucking annoying.
None of the guys were on Tommy at all?
How many rounds did it go?
None of the announcers. It was 8 rounds.
Or announcers?
Ended up in a split decision. I thought the two judges judged it right. One judge had it like 75-74 for Jake, and the other two were 76-73, which is good.
Right.
But I don't think it should have been a split decision at all. But it was a decent fight, really. I mean, Jake can definitely box, but you could tell you weren't watching like two professional boxers.
Right.
Like
So
it was a guy that could kind of box and another guy that can kind of box.
But was it definitely better than like Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor?
No.
No? Was he even better
Floyd
than
Conor
that?
was way better.
Yeah, okay.
And the build up to that was fucking
It was great. I mean, I remember we went and we got that. We got that
Oh, yeah.
group and we watched that. That was I thought it was awesome. I mean, I think the build-up was actually much better than the
I
actual
think
fight.
it'll never beat Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
Yeah, but it was cool seeing
Henry
McGregor.
Spinks or no, not Henry. What was his name?
Well, did you watch the one a couple years ago where Tyson came back against Roy Jones?
Oh, the old guy fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
there was no knockout.
No.
Or there was a knockout clause, right? They weren't allowed to knock each other out?
I don't think so.
I thought there was.
You could tell if one of those connected, he was going to
Right.
murder him.
Yeah.
It was just up in the air.
Yeah. He still got it.
Up
The
in the
McGregor
air.
fight was sweet, though. Just the press on it.
I'd like to see him.
Mayweathers!
I'd like to see McGregor fight Jake Paul,
Oh, that would be
That'd be
Oh,
good.
he
not fair.
destroy him.
Yeah.
which is what I want to see.
Right.
You wanna see McGregor get destroyed?
I want to see Jake Paul get
Jake Paul
absolutely
get destroyed,
fucking
yeah.
get
I thought
annihilated.
Tyson Fury was going to. I mean, Jake held his own. Like, he didn't get his ass beaten anyway. He just got beat the whole time.
And then he blamed it on being sick in the
Blamed
camp
on
like
being
twice.
sick in camp, had an injury.
Even though he said before he was like so healthy
He was
and ready to
100%.
go.
He said in an interview right before he walked out, he's 100%. There's no excuses.
Right.
And then
There's
turns out he
excuses.
loses and there's excuses. And then
Weird.
they, in like, I think the 7th or 8th round, Jake actually scored a knockdown because Tommy Fury stepped on his foot. Like, stepped on Jake's foot and Jake hit him like in the shoulder and he fell down. So they rolled it as a knockdown. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. You can't be any more on this dude's dick.
Right.
and it was just the whole first round was nothing but them hugging each other.
Right.
I think there was like 7 punches thrown in the first round.
Is that why you have a brace on your wrist?
Yeah.
They were hugging each other and you were excited about it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's actually from sitting on my hand to make it numb, so it feels like somebody else is jerking me off.
At the decision, what were the announcers? What were they talking about? Then?
They just were like, yeah, it could go either way, and I'm just like, what fight are you fucking idiots watching? In no way should
Romo wasn't there, was he?
No.
Jim!
Jake, yeah. In no way should Jake have even. It shouldn't even have been a split decision. I don't even know why it was that. But yeah, just the dick riding about it was honestly really fucking annoying to watch.
Right.
Because I didn't care who fucking won. I just like things to be neutral and fair.
Right. Unless you
was not that.
Unless you were betting on it, right?
Yeah. Unless I'm bet, which I didn't bet on it.
Okay.
But
all right. Anybody? No. Nobody.
I seen Logan Paul said he would bet his stock in Prime that his brother was going to win, and I'm just like, yeah, well, it sucks for you.
Run.
All right, getting into some other news of the week. Apparently, the Haslams decided to buy a stake in the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks franchise
R.I.P.
now.
Yeah. They're gonna instantly start sucking ass now.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking Giannis is going to catch a bunch of rape charges.
25% share of now estimated $3.5 billion valued franchise. I mean, that's pretty. I looked at.
They were bought for like 18 million like 20 years ago.
Jesus.
18 million?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, yeah.
Like that's what
the guy
worth, like 20
wasn't the guy that he actually bought the stake from. I thought it was. I don't even know what it was. It was what did he buy that for? Was it $5 million or something?
Yeah, he made
just that portion.
And they wanted to get some cash relief to pay the luxury tax that they're going to have to start paying Giannis. And everybody that they got there. They don't want to lose that core because that valuation will go way down when he leaves.
So, Browns fans, hopefully you want to go ahead and pay for some of that because I guess they decided to go ahead and increase ticket prices next year. Don't have anything for that.
Oh, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, ticket holders are going to get strapped again next year.
It.
So, Haslam's, they need to sell some more of those trinkets on the Flying J counters, apparently.
Well, yeah, I have season tickets, and they keep saying, like, they're only going up, like, $5 a ticket, or what? Like,
It's
no,
not true.
they're not.
No.
They've doubled since you got them.
I didn't. Yeah. What are they going up to? Or where they go? Did they say it projected? I didn't see.
So we have 2 tickets in the Dog Pound for $2,500 a year right now.
Right.
When
it was like $1,600 when you
it
started.
was $1,600 when it
Well,
started.
like 4 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. It's like they had one winning season and they're like, okay, we'll bump it up a little bit, and then it's just like, well, we have a lot of promise, so we'll bump it up even more.
Right.
And
I got in at the right time. They were just perfectly horrible.
Yeah.
Well, on top of that, the Haslam's now already have been levying the mayor and city council for a new Brown stadium.
Excited. And you know, the lease for First Energy Stadium's up in 2028.
2028.
So that's when the stadium would have to be built.
Apparently, they already have the same architects that did U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Oh, dude,
and it is a sweet stadium. It really is.
And I doubt that will be built on the same location.
No, they're talking
they're
about.
gonna build a fucking dome though. At least make it a retractable roof.
Well, they're talking about that too. They're
and they gotta keep it on the lake. Don't fucking put it.
Because I know that'll be a big
by the steel mill or something.
Well, they're gonna keep it. I think they're gonna try to keep it in the city, but if not, they might move to like Independence.
Well, that was part of the problem too. Is
keep it in the city. 100%.
Well, that's up to the mayor and the.
That's half the fun of going up there.
Well, the mayor, I think, is kind of opposing it, but he also has the city council that he can work on too. And I'm sure he's going to have lobbyists in there.
I'm sure they're going to try to do it because the Haslam's already laid out a plan to make that whole area like rejuvenated.
Right.
So if they can make that stadium a part of that and put some more.
No, I was just saying, I'm pretty sure like Chicago, when they're talking about building their new stadium, it's like 50 miles outside of Chicago.
Yeah,
it's like a goddamn hour away from downtown.
Yeah.
Wherever the Cavs stadium was, what was that?
Oh, the Richfield Coliseum? That was out on, that
77.
yeah.
It was like 30 minutes away from Cleveland.
Yeah,
or 277.
You gotta keep it in the city.
Yeah, I mean, it was a ways out there. I mean, and that's the thing with all these big municipalities now. I mean, they want to be able to keep that urban decay from happening downtown. I mean, you saw it.
Yeah, if the Browns pull out of there, I mean, that's going to suck.
Yeah.
They still have the Indians and the Cavs.
Lose
so
the whole,
a shit ton of money.
But they're so far up, you know.
Well, you're going to lose a whole quarter of a season of revenue if you pull it out of downtown.
Well, if they can build a dome there, you're going to have 24/7.
Yeah, you'll get motocross there. You'll get fucking monster trucks.
Well, you know, you and I, you know, debated that before. You know, the elements and all that. With that being said, I mean, I think though, if you make something that's going to be a venue for all season, I mean, that's definitely gonna.
Wasn't the old stadium just south of where the new one is?
Just west.
Across the river.
Yeah, just west of it. Yeah, I mean, it's. Yeah, it was an absolute.
Yeah, we're not quite old enough to remember that.
Yeah, it was an absolute. Just pillars in your way and all kinds of.
Because I mean, there is kind of room like south of the stadium.
Yes.
That whole big like parking lot, shipping yard looking thing.
Well, and that's another thing. I think they want to get a spot where they can actually have fucking parking
around the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess another obstacle is like the Burke Lakefront Airport and the whole SEC regulations that's going to be entangled in all that, and a lot of red tape. Once again, you know, Haslam's with some of that Flying J money, man. I mean, they're going to make it happen.
They can cash out the ass. I didn't really realize how.
Yeah,
he's like cash
rich.
Yeah.
And asset rich, obviously.
Okay, I want to go ahead and move into what potentially is the new quarterback carousel for the season. It's going to start off with Mark's boy, Aaron Rodgers, coming out of his darkest retreat. McAfee's been all this. Of course, you know, he still had the Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays.
He's still getting sued by far.
That's good. I forgot to include that in the rundown. Yeah.
He's just like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited.
I don't even have a lawyer.
Yeah. He said, remember, we said allegedly. Don't know why he's suing us.
I'm waiting for some kind of prop to pop up on FanDuel.
Right? Yeah.
Over or under how much back he's going to get sued for. Anyway, it's being reported that the Jets are probably
Jets are
really hammering it. They went ahead and not only hired Nathaniel Hackett, who just got fired from the Broncos as their offensive coordinator, and Todd Downing, passing game coordinator, who both have history with Rodgers in Green Bay. So they've kind of secured.
So one Super Bowl?
Well, what I'm saying is they're making it so Rodgers wants to come there.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then on top of that.
Which adding them people isn't going to hurt the team.
No.
They're young, they're
what would they have to give up realistically to?
Well, that's the thing. They were talking about that. I think there's at least a one in there. Even with Rodgers, it's going to be 39.
Are you
talking monetary?
Yeah,
wise?
No, but like
I would say 2 1s and probably a 2.
Yeah,
because
he's two players.
Yeah.
He's like 39. Russ was only like 34.
Right. And what was that?
Deshaun's 26 when he got traded, so you had to give up shit on that.
Yeah. We just know it's probably going to be a boodle of draft picks. But Rodgers also stating earlier in the week that he definitely wants to have a mutual fit with whoever he decides to go to, if he decides to go there.
Right.
Another thing is too, and I will admit this, I'm with Mark on this. Definitely, if you want to move to that New York media, I mean, he's stroking his ego there.
Yeah. I mean, as much as he does his little retreats and shit, he loves
the media. Yeah, he loves being in the spotlight. So I mean, we can all kind of agree on that.
But then in a couple of years, when Kirk Cousins is shut, he can go to Minnesota and just do the whole Brett Favre thing.
Just follow Brett Favre, right?
Completely.
And then he can steal money.
He can sue his best friend.
Send some dick pics.
Steal money from Southern Miss or whatever.
So, of course, you know we had the breakout with Garrett Wilson this year in New York. Of course, you have a really good defense. Breece Hall. Hopefully, he comes back from injury. The way he started. Yeah. I mean, what do you think? Definitely a better situation currently than Green Bay.
The only thing is Green Bay, like being in the NFC is a lot easier right now than being in the AFC.
But I guess the Bills are in their division, but
Miami.
well, Miami kind of is. Where's Miami at?
What if they get Derek Carr?
I don't. They're fucking still sold on Tua, unless his head is completely.
I haven't heard.
They would have given him his 5th-year option if they were.
I haven't heard anything about Derek Carr to Miami, but have you heard that? Derek Carr to Miami?
I haven't.
I've heard some
rumblings.
Yeah, because they're not completely sold on Tua. They haven't given him his 5th-year option yet. They don't know if he'll be healthy to play.
Apparently, that's where Caleb Williams wants to go.
Oh, really?
They like sent in some interview, so maybe they'll just suck.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck Buffalo. He'll have that on his nails.
Yeah.
All right. Then also Derek Carr also had two visits with the Jets, and he also plans on meeting them again or staying around them during the combine this weekend.
Also met with Carolina and
the Saints. The Saints.
I like him in New Orleans more than Carolina.
Carolina though is like they have a really good defense. You got DJ Moore, and they don't have to give up anything to get him. They could build around him.
What's Matt Corral gonna do? I mean, their pick last year. I mean, are they gonna?
That's the thing. You could have him sit for a couple of years, and then when.
Are they going to maybe start with him right out of the gate? If he
they might have
an injury.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking there.
Yeah, he was injured pretty much all last year. I didn't see anything on him at all.
Yeah.
Even fucking.
Well, he got hurt.
He got hurt early in the preseason.
Yeah. I do remember the clip they were showing Baker like mentoring Matt Corral. I'm like, I just started dying laughing. I'm like.
He was telling him how to get into the commercial.
Right? Yeah. I was waiting for Matt Corral to turn and just have like cotton balls stuffed in his ears. That would have been great. Although Derek Carr, this is the problem with the Saints, and from what I understand, a lot of the NFC South is the fact that a lot of those teams are cash strapped.
Yeah.
So
that
Carr
is wide open though.
It is. So. Carr signed an extension with the Raiders last offseason, 3 years at $40 million a year.
All that dead cap.
All that dead
Raiders,
cap.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, what's Mark Davis doing?
Not getting good.
Not getting a haircut.
He's not paying good money for a haircut.
Going to fucking Amish country in Ohio to get a haircut.
Can you put this bowl on my head?
Yeah. Like I said, other cash strap. Tampa may be interested as well. Also with the bad cap situation, they are taking a hit off of Brady's retirement. I guess Fournette is.
He got cut.
Did he get cut?
Yeah, he got cut.
Okay. All right. I did see that. That'll clean up a little bit of cap room. Colts also showing interest, but they're drafting 6th. Redskins.
They're drafting 4th.
Are they 4th?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ty. I was typing this up.
No, you're good. I was just listening.
That's great for the Colts, though. Like
they're taking.
Why not pick up?
They're taking C.J. Stroud
and take a quarterback.
Are they definitely going to take Stroud?
That's what I heard listening to one of my Columbus stations. And I mean, he's a great fucking fit for a dome.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
They have good weapons there.
Right. You don't know about the coaching staff, but
that's just kind of like up in the air
right
now.
We don't know about Ohio State's coaching staff either, so
yeah,
should be good.
He's effective.
And also the Redskins recently releasing Carson Wentz this week. Yeah, Redskins saying that they're sticking with Sam Howell, the starter of the very last game. Of course, they went ahead.
He looked fucking good.
He did look good. I mean, it was one game.
Yeah, but
one game.
He was better than Carson Wentz.
That's not saying much. Carson Wentz going anywhere? I mean, is he going to go? Can Mark Davis grab him?
He's going to the Roughnecks.
He's going to the Roughnecks.
He's getting a roughneck fever.
Hey, Logan, no balls. Been waiting for you to come on, dickhead. And if you're paying for us to go to Kansas City, I'll come, Mr. I win a lot of money at betting.
Just one time, you asshole.
Right.
Well, 2 bags of pennies get you there.
Yeah, well, 2 bags of pennies.
2 big bags. I already paid for my flight a while ago.
I already told him I'm just waiting to hit one fucking parlay and I'm going. I was fucking fucking closed the other night. God damn it!
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have anybody going. There's only two of us.
Tell us about that.
No,
It's
I
gonna be
fucking
Mandate
hit
City.
19 out of 20 on a fucking college basketball parlay. Indiana fucked me.
It wasn't that women's water polo?
No. No, I couldn't find it. I tried.
Brazilian cricket.
The esports.
Right. No, I have
Ching
not.
Chong Wang.
I have not gotten that desperate yet.
All right. Lamar Jackson, of course. John Harbaugh quoted this week saying 200% he is our QB moving forward. Of course, what are you going to say if you're John Harbaugh?
Yeah.
I mean, we know that they basically built that offense around him. We know he wants a boatload of guaranteed money.
He wants 5 to 250 guaranteed.
He should want that.
5 for
He should get a lot of money.
He's gonna get it somewhere.
Yeah,
I think he
New
might.
Orleans?
Atlanta or
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Atlanta,
I
I
heard-
heard Atlanta, 2 picks.
I heard
He
he
fit in
two
well
first
in
and a
Atlanta.
second.
Well, they have until
He likes to drive fast.
don't they have until like Tuesday to fucking
Yeah,
franchise
it's,
him?
the new league year starts. Is it Tuesday?
Something like that.
I think it's
That's
the
like-
new league year starts Tuesday, maybe.
Well, and if they don't do it at that point,
If they franchise him, does he sit?
Well, that's the thing too.
yeah, he doesn't. He's not going to play there in a franchise.
No.
I think he sits too.
You guys
I've
hear
seen a bunch-
Rashad Bateman
I've
get
seen
all pissy about what the
Yeah,
GM of the Ravens said that
Yeah.
they need better receivers?
Jesus.
They do. They fucking suck.
I'm not a whole lot
They
of
had
stock in
fucking
what
Tyler-
Raymond's saying.
They
but-
didn't need receivers last year. They had fucking Tyler Huntley playing.
Yeah.
Right.
He got a Pro Bowl.
Pro
quarterback.
Bowler Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, from what I heard, listening to a show today that what's his name, Jason Lloyd, he's a reporter. He said he doesn't see Lamar Jackson in Baltimore this year. The vibe that was going around at the combine.
Right. I mean, the one thing that sticks in my mind is the fact when he didn't even travel to Cincinnati for Baltimore for that playoff game.
Yeah, it's a little.
I mean,
Yeah.
that
I
right
don't
there
think he's staying in Baltimore.
is definitely has to be telling. He's either like,
He's
hey,
been that team for the last 4 years,
yeah,
5 years.
and that's the thing now with Harbaugh, as much time as he has, and them trying
Harbaugh's
to build
fine.
that.
Well-
no, but them trying to build on that. I mean, is Harbaugh? Is he going to be kind of on the hot seat there if he
No.
doesn't?
If I'm hardball, best case scenario is you built that offense for Lamar.
Right.
Go talk to Chicago
Or go get
Straight
Anthony
up.
Richardson.
for Fields. You get Fields on a rookie deal,
Yeah.
so you keep money, and see ya, Lamar. And your offense is already set up to the exact same quarterback
Except
that has more passing potential.
Okay.
Who's
That to me, I
thicker,
think
too.
works for
Yeah.
everyone, really.
Right.
I don't think Chicago's ready to get off Justin Fields at this point. Did they say that
I don't think.
They're not.
I don't think they are. I
they'd
mean,
be dumb, in my opinion.
Chicago. Well,
Yeah, Chicago would probably lose.
we can talk about that a little bit. I mean, Chicago has the number 1 overall pick this year, thanks to Lovie Smith. You know, sticking it to them
Love that.
right in their ankle one more time. You
Right.
know, just a shiv. So, Chicago needs so much. I mean, don't you think? My first feeling is Chicago's going to move back off that one.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna
Why not?
they're gonna
Get you
sell that
another-
one.
get you another
Get
one
you
next
some
year.
piles of picks.
Yeah.
I
they
mean,
don't need a quarterback.
no.
No.
No, they need weapons
Well-
and an offensive line.
And we even saw this a couple years
Yeah.
ago. I mean, San
They
Francisco
have
did
all
this.
the
What
money
did
to
they move
spend.
up?
Oh, yeah.
What did they move up one spot? And like they gave up a ton.
Oh, for Trey Lance?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 1 or 2 spots. Yeah, like
I mean, but they gave
go,
up a ton
look,
of
if they
capital.
go back even to if like Indy wants to move up, even if Houston wants to move up,
Right.
they're going to get that second pick, and if honestly they could probably move back again.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Just to get
Where
a
do the
little more
Saints
picks.
pick?
They traded.
I think they're.
They traded.
Did
traded.
they
their-
trade already?
No,
Oh.
I think it had something to do with last year when they traded up to get Olave with the Eagles. Now
Okay.
the Eagles
They
have the
wouldn't
Saints.
give up a first though.
I don't know. Because I know the Eagles have the Saints first round pick this year.
They do. What the fuck?
Because the Eagles
I mean,
have
the
2 first.
Saints-
On top of fucking being in the Super Bowl, the Eagles have 2 first round picks.
Only bad teams pay bad QBs $230 million, fully guaranteed. Well, only dumbasses like
Logan's
quarterbacks
obsessed
that wear
with
2
us.
gloves. So
Logan loves it. They're his second favorite team.
We love you, Logan.
Yeah, we
gotta
love
get
you.
you on here, buddy.
that's why we love you and we
Yeah.
hate you.
Yeah, we do. We at the same time. So
Pay for my flight and I'll go. Rent a fucking private jet. You want all that money, bitch.
Oh, so the Saints.
That's what I told him to do from the start.
The Saints actually had the number 10, but it went to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, God, the Eagles are.
So the Eagles, even though they're going to lose a lot of free agents, they're going to fucking reload right back up.
Right. So, all right, Daniel Jones. More than likely, he's going to settle with the Giants. It is very tricky.
That sucks for the Giants.
It does.
But,
go ahead.
I was going to say, Carr's only, from what I heard, is only asking for like 30, 35 a year. Like, if you can get Jones for 30 or 35 a year, that's not horrible.
No.
You can structure that in a way where you can still build.
Well, I think their biggest problem is if you go ahead and, let's say you franchise tag Daniel Jones, that's kind of up in the air whether you're going to do that.
That's like $40 million a year, though.
Right, but then you're having a problem with Saquon
They
Barkley.
need to just let Barkley go.
I know it's tough. I mean, with the way the league is now, I tend to kind of agree with you. I mean, you don't want to let that go. He did.
But is that Daniel Jones or is that Dable?
Yeah, you're right.
That doesn't happen.
That's true. Good point. Yeah, great
it
point.
It could be a guy just like fucking Baker was that.
But he's 6'5", 240.
I know, but if he ain't there, he ain't there.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely need some wide receiver help and offensive line help there.
Yeah.
So, is that...
I keep hearing Saquon to Chicago.
Yeah, that's...
I've heard that like multiple times.
Really?
Is he still under
Philly?
Is he still under contract?
I've seen Saquon to Philly too.
He's on his fifth year. He got drafted with Baker and Daniel Jones.
No, Daniel Jones is the next year.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah, they didn't pick his 5th year up.
That's right.
Saquon to Philly would be sweet. They give up that 10 pick.
Yeah.
Where else did I haven't heard the Philly, but I heard Buffalo.
Yeah,
Buffalo and Chicago.
I'll tell you what, Buffalo would be killer for Buffalo.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they'll still have turnover machine Josh Allen.
When I saw something about Buffalo, like one of Buffalo's mocks or something had them going. What did they have them going? I was trying to think. Another running back, I think, like really high.
Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, the kid from Texas. So
they're not going to spend another $2 billion on a stadium without a dome in Buffalo.
You're right.
Well, they like the snow games where they have to delay it and move it somewhere else.
Right.
How about Geno Smith? He's going to stay in Seattle. Yes, no. Great season.
Yeah,
I mean, he had a great season. They're going to come off of Drew Lock, but it's not really a big mystery there. Basically, Pete Carroll coming out stating all possibilities are on the table. Of course, once again,
I say keep Geno.
Yeah.
He played well.
Other than the Niners, that division sucks.
But because what they're
all fucking take a quarterback.
Yeah, Seattle's drafted.
And you can leverage that pick to like, hey, I'm taking this quarterback unless you give me a lot of fucking shit.
Right.
Yeah, because Geno could still play for another 5 or 6 years at least.
Yeah.
Right.
He played well last year.
The thing I heard was I like Seattle moving down, getting some more capital and taking Richardson. That guy from Florida, and letting him sit.
Yeah, tell us about that guy.
Well, I mean, he's a athletic freak.
Okay.
But he had like one good game in college.
So, I mean, this could be like Trey Lance 2.0.
Yeah.
That we're talking about
We don't
here.
even know what Trey Lance is yet.
We don't. I mean, I agree.
Shanahan loved Trey Lance.
He did.
There's no reason for him to love him if he sucked.
He's played 4 games since like his junior year of high school, though.
Oh, it's Richardson did from Florida?
No, Trey Lance.
Oh, Trey Lance. Yeah.
He's fucking hurt all the time.
Right. Hate to keep beating this horse. How about Baker? He going to get another starting position?
No.
I said no.
Unless maybe the Redskins are that stupid.
Yeah.
His best bet is to stay behind Stafford.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Stafford probably has 1 more year.
Is Alex Moran? He's Alex Moran the shit out.
Is his ego going to
All
let
that
it
trickle down pussy?
Yeah.
He doesn't really have much to...
There's like 8 cheesecake factories in LA.
They're probably all around SoFi Stadium.
Well, like who would he even go to and start?
He doesn't have much to stand
Atlanta?
on.
Right.
If they don't get Lamar?
They'd start Mariota over.
Well,
Mariota's out of there.
They'd start Desmond Ritter over.
They would start Desmond Ritter over.
Yeah, they would.
I mean, they know Baker sucks. They don't know
Tampa might be the place for him to start.
I did see a story there that talked about Baker going to, was it Jeremiah Fowler? It's kind of like him probably going there.
Garoppolo will not be there next year.
Yeah, why would he be there?
No.
I mean, they just had 3 quarterbacks that can probably stay.
Well, and Garoppolo, he's in the right. Of course, the obvious choice is him going to the Raiders.
Well, yeah, that or if Derek Carr goes somewhere else, why wouldn't he be a good fit in New York?
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true.
I mean, he wins games. I mean, it's a good roster.
There's so many teams that are just quarterback hungry too.
Every year.
But I mean, this year it's like, woof. I mean, how many quarterbacks do you think is going to go in that first round?
4.
Think 4?
It's a lot better class than it was last year.
Yeah, the kid from Florida and
Levis, the guy. He couldn't even beat out Sean. The guy that couldn't beat out Sean Clifford.
I'm going to say it right now. I think Will Levis is a bust.
I don't think so.
No.
The guy that couldn't beat out Sean Clifford at Penn
I think
State.
Bryce Young's the bust.
Yeah, Bryce. How can you be like 6 foot, 180 pounds?
I'm not saying he's not going to be the bust. I think
if he was CJ Stroud's size.
Levis, you mean?
No, Bryce Young.
Oh, Bryce Young, yeah.
Yeah. He can fucking make any throw on the fucking
He's so small. I mean, he's just a small quarterback.
Yeah, Bryce Young will be the Josh Rosen of this draft.
You think so?
Logan, if you're still on. Logan loved Josh Rosen. He was his QB number 2.
Did he even start 2 games in the NFL?
I know he threw 3 passes. 2 of them were pick sixes.
Yeah, right. And then we have Mike White. Definitely before that injury. What do you think?
He wasn't fucking started anywhere.
No, he had one good fantasy week, and that's all he had.
Yeah? All right.
Fuck that.
All right.
I don't think he's on anybody's radar.
Well, let's just say, I have the Saints wrote down. Just because
they have all their options.
They would rather
so cheap.
They'd rather fucking play Jameis.
Is Jameis?
See, I don't know. I don't know if he would.
Yeah, why did he not play last year?
Right, we don't know that either. I mean, we'll have to dig into that.
Taysom Hill. I'd
rather play Taysom Hill over Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Couple other ones though. Jacoby Brissett. Is he gonna get?
He might be Tampa, New Orleans.
Is he gonna get? Think he's gonna get a starting position?
Yeah,
he should.
Somebody's gonna let him.
Maybe he'll go back to the Colts.
That would
be
not surprise
you. To the guy they draft.
Who has a better chance of being a starter? Baker Mayfield or Jacoby Brissett?
Jacoby. Dude was number 9 overall QBR when he stopped playing last year.
Yeah. And I think we already talked about Carson Wentz.
Jesus.
Not good.
Man.
He's definitely going to be in the XFL pretty soon.
Yeah, he will too. How do you break both your ankles in one fucking snap?
Or the Seattle Sea Dragons.
Wanted to bring that up too. Breaking news. I'm glad you brought that up. So this afternoon they were talking about
breaking news.
Yeah, apparently Josh Gordon came out and talked about he
selling cars in Cleveland.
Yeah, doing something.
They might as well re-sign Corey Coleman while they're fucking at it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Dude, if you can get Josh Gordon for like $2 million, fuck it, dude.
Yeah, but dude, he
to
was
play one game.
He was good in what 2013.
I know it was a long time ago.
That's a long ass.
That's a long time. That's a long time for a receiver.
I would rather have him on my
I'd rather have T.O.
than Anthony Schwartz.
You rather have T.O.
I'd rather have T.O. right now than fucking Josh.
I'd rather have a bag of shit on my team than Anthony Schwartz.
Yeah. I'd rather have
big old steaming
what would hurt to bring him into camp and see what
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, bring him into camp.
He's in shape. He's playing right now.
I mean, at least he's got the good green.
Well, you can smoke now, so.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You wouldn't be getting suspended.
All right, Ryan. How about some?
He'll move on to that. Instead of getting suspended.
How about some Browns free agency, Ryan? Let's hit on that a little bit. Free agency news.
Hit it.
All right, so, I'll start with Jesse Bates. There's been a lot of connections there made, especially after the announcement of John Johnson go. I think that's probably what's going to happen. That's probably going to be the biggest splash signing.
In division, fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Player swaps. I hate that shit.
I would love it.
If it benefits us, cool.
Sure, but it almost always never does.
Yeah. We always lose somebody in division, they become a stud, or they go to the Patriots and become a stud.
Right. But he had a 76.8 PFF grade, 13th at his position last year, 84.8 against the run, which is always good to have a good safety against the run, but he's also more of a center fielder, so you could keep Grant Delpit closer to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And I mean, having Ronnie Harrison still here to be that third guy, and our backfield, if you can pick him up, is probably the best in the league.
Yeah.
And then, moving forward from that, you have Javon Hargrave. I think he's 30 years old, but he's going to be pricey, I would think. If you could get him on a 3-year deal, you might be able to free up enough space, because they've already pretty much said that Deshaun's contract's going to get restructured.
Okay.
So they're going to open up, I think, with John Johnson and just those 2 moves, probably about $30 million this year. I still see Myles Garrett getting a restructure in his contract, because he's at the point in that contract where, or just an extension, flat out extension, and a restructure, so they can lower cap hit on him.
They need to make sure they put no street racing in this fucking.
Yeah.
No racing Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
But
it'll end bad.
They have plenty of avenues at this point to reduce their cap hits this year. We're not going to be in like cap purgatory for a while. I had Deron Payne on here, but he got franchise tag.
Yeah.
DeForest Buckner's a guy that is probably going to get traded out of Indianapolis. Asking price, he's a D tackle. He's got a pretty hefty salary, so you would think you'd probably only need to trade a 3rd rounder, maybe a 2nd.
What is his contract? I mean, you know that?
I didn't look that up on him. I would think where he's at, probably 14 to 16 a year.
Okay.
Maybe a little more, because he is on a second year or second deal.
You think they just 1 year sign him, or?
Well, they would trade him, and then they would re-sign him to a contract to alleviate he'd probably have like a 8 million cap hit for this year or less. I mean, Deshaun had 1 this year, and that's usually how they do those deals. And other ones so I would really like to see us, even if we make a trade at wide receiver, pick up McCole Hardman. He's been pretty healthy, except for this year, but he played 6 games, had 6 touchdowns. He's not going to be your number 2 receiver, but he's going to be we need a speed guy. He's a guy who can do those gadget plays.
Right.
Speed vertically.
I'm not a fan of Nicole. I mean, he's in Kansas City and isn't that great. The one place where every fucking wide receiver excels, he's still flat. I'm not a huge.
Yeah. But I think you can get him at a really cheap deal.
Well, I know you mentioned.
And he'd be a really good 3-4 wide receiver with speed.
Well, I know you mentioned DJ Chark too.
And I do DJ Chark.
Chark a lot.
I think DJ Chark would be. They're going to get him very cheap for what he's worth. He's 6'4", 220, runs a 4.3 40. He's a stud. He did get hurt in 2021. I think he's been banged up a little bit, but just with that size and speed on the outside, you match that up with Cooper, DPJ.
Yeah, because
maybe 2 wideouts over 6'2".
Yeah.
DPJ is.
I think Amari Cooper's 6'2", isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
There's another name too. I just kind of want to throw out there. I was doing a little research last night. Paris Campbell.
I'm not a big fan.
He's more of a gadget.
Well, no, and he's only averaged 9-something yards of reception.
Yeah, a lot of speed. I mean, he had a string of games this year, though. Definitely, with some touchdowns in there.
I don't think he's ever played more than 7 games in a season.
Yeah, I mean that's his availability is definitely an issue.
It's like Will Fuller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Will Fuller because at least he's played with Deshaun.
Yeah.
But another one that we could get, and I've seen mocked to be like a 3 this year and a 3 next year, would be Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
He's in 8 years. He's had 6,000 yards plus receiving seasons. He's a deep threat. In 20,
he never gets paid for some reason.
Yeah, never gets paid. He always gets.
He's always a top 15 guy. Never has got paid yet.
Right. In 2020 with Deshaun, he had 81 catches, 1,150 yards, 6 tutties. You put that beside Amari and DPJ.
Yeah.
And I mean, they could even draft somebody in the 2nd round too.
Because David he's developing.
Yeah. He's going to be a solid slot guy, good possession receiver. I really think that. I mean, they could even surprise us this year too and get a quality tight end to rotate in with Njoku. Maybe more of a.
I like Harrison Brown.
I do like Harrison, but I think you could probably get another better athlete at that position.
Yeah.
Now that we're kind of moving to like a spread type offense.
Well, I think, when you talk about Harrison Bryant, not that I don't like him either, but I don't think he's moving players in the defense.
Blocking,
He's not moving.
He's not a great blocker, and he's not like the over the top athlete.
Exactly. I mean, that's Njoku. And I get that.
He's Steve Hyden.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the league for 10 years, but he's not going to do a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, some of these fucking tight ends, though, you don't gotta be a crazy athlete.
No.
Mark Andrews is.
But I think Harrison Bryant's best time of his career was his rookie year.
Yeah.
And it's like ever since he had that game where he had 2 fumbles, that he's just been. I mean, he'll show up every now and again, but.
Is there any buzz on like D-Hop?
So another thing I was going to talk about is the Deshaun Watson interview, because he did say that they were going to be, and this I think the interview came out last week at some point or early this week.
Yeah.
That him and D-Hop were going to be in the same area and they were going to get together and definitely talk about if that would be feasible, But the thing is to trade for him, you're probably going to have to trade your first rounder in 2025 that we have coming up.
Yeah, we lost 23 and 24.
Okay, so that'll probably have to be traded. You're probably gonna have to trade your 2 this year, but I would be all in on that. If you could make it work, fuck it. You can never have enough.
You think we got a first and a second for D-Hop? Did AJ Brown didn't even get that?
No,
that was a dumb trade.
That's not dumb for Philly.
Yeah.
No, but there's going to be
there first.
They
took Burks.
It's all going to depend. It's all going to depend on.
Burks sucks.
Well, it's all going to depend on who wants to get him. Because if somebody's offering a 2 and a 3 this year, we're going to have to spice up our offer. We don't have a 1 next year.
Well,
the Cardinals are going to want picks.
Yeah. Well, I think I even said that to Ryan. I texted him. I said I think the Cardinals should just all out fire sale at this point. Kyler Murray.
They're gonna trade his PS4 away.
They can't do anything with Kyler Murray.
No.
Nobody fucking would want him.
Right.
They're fucked with Kyler Murray.
They should have just kept
People
Josh
make fun of the
Rosen.
Browns with Deshaun Watson. The Cardinals are fucked.
Yeah.
That's who's fucked.
Wow. They're
Well, like the week after they signed that contract, they had to fix a clause because he was playing too many video games.
Yeah.
yeah.
I watched the Hard Knocks this year with him. He's kind of a piece of shit.
Well, was it last year, Mark, or maybe a couple years ago before he got drafted? He was on the Dan Patrick Show, and like he just couldn't even answer just basic questions.
No, he sounds like a total fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He should have just played baseball.
Like watching him on that show, he literally seems like he's playing a video game character himself. Like his voice is so deep.
He's got like a VR headset.
It looks like he like fakes talking, like because he's fucking tiny little baby person. He's like, yeah, this stuff's not going too good in the offense. Just super deep ass voice.
You have to go like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my idols. I'll keep a band.
Revive. All right, started off today, the combine. You got anything else, Ryan? I'm sorry.
Well, I was just saying,
No, go ahead.
in that Deshaun Watson interview, I thought it was pretty interesting. He really liked Bill O'Brien in Houston, at least play calling. Said he was the most aggressive coach that he has played for, at least in the NFL. But he had a lot of things that he had to do at the line every play. And he said with the offense here in Cleveland, and this will probably change because this was the offense. And then he said this. He's like, this is Jacoby's offense. He was a quarterback for 11 weeks, Right. So I think that'll change. But he just said that, Stefanski and the offensive staff does a lot to make it easier on the quarterback to just go out there and rip it. So
Okay.
He had a lot of high remarks for the coaching staff.
All right.
And he said he loves Cleveland. He's been here all winter. And
Okay. Let's do it.
He loves it.
Any
Let's
certain
do it.
parlors that he likes, or
Yeah, let me write these down.
I need Sean. I need a pen.
Well, when I asked about, I called into the season ticket holder thing. I was like, so, show some dick.
Yes, Jonathan. We shall.
I completely forget where I was going.
Yeah.
Oh, about the parlors.
When Jim asked that, you just envisioned his dick.
Yeah.
Completely.
No, I was like, so are we gonna get like coupons for any of the parlors up there? And we were, what? I'm like, huh?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I have zero sense of humor.
Right. I'm a professional.
All right, gonna go back to this. The combine kicked off today, NFL combine.
Oh, I can't forget.
Yeah. And the biggest thing is, we want to throw this.
They barely did anything like on the field. I think it was just defensive line.
I just want to watch wideouts and quarterbacks. That's what I like watching.
Did you fart?
No.
Did you fart?
I didn't fart.
Did you fucking fart?
I smell
How can
something.
you stand that, Ray?
It's probably your kids out the door.
It's probably.
Big steaming pile of shit right by the door.
Anyway, I think the biggest news leading into this is, we have the clip of this, is Jalen Carter
Yeah.
and the problems that have arisen. Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, just woke up to the shocking news that Jalen Carter, a top #1 overall projected pick out of Georgia, has an arrest warrant issued. Here are the details. Now, who's Jalen Carter? Jalen Carter is supposed to be the best defensive tackle prospect coming out of college since Ndamukong Suh. Likely the unanimous #1 selection in the draft, or at least he was supposed to be. What in the world happened? Remember a little over a month ago when the tragic story of Devin Willock, offensive lineman at Georgia, and Chandler LaCroix on the administration's staff were killed in a singular car accident. It was about 2:30 at night after Georgia had won the national championship. Well, it turns out, allegedly, Jalen Carter was racing the driver, Chandler LaCroix, at the time. So what was a single car accident was in fact a single car accident, but that wasn't the entirety of the story. Supposedly, Jalen Carter and Chandler LaCroix were exceeding speed limits of 104 miles per hour is how far they were supposedly driving. Jalen Carter, #1 overall pick, he had misled police about what exactly happened the night of that incident and allegedly has changed his story a few times. The NFL Combine is coming up. He's supposed to speak today at 10:30, but this will take a potentially major hit and major toll on the #1 overall pick's draft status. Once again, I'm praying for the lives of the family of the lives of those lost. But this is a crazy revelation for the NFL draft as well.
Good. Anyway, so Jalen Carter news, like Emmanuel Acho was talking about there, apparently there was a street racing incident that happened on January 15th. It ended up, apparently, it ended up taking lives of not only another Georgia player, Jalen Carter,
Trainer or something too,
and also a staff member. Mm-hmm. I can't remember her name right now, but she was driving. Ended up being she was driving the other car. Ended up her alcohol level was twice the legal limit in Georgia, so I think it was like 5.
That was like right after their little parade they had or whatever.
Yeah. Was it 5? Is that the legal limit?
Oh, I don't know. No, I was just saying it was after their little championship parade or whatever.
Yeah. They took off after that. So apparently Jalen Carter went ahead and left the scene. Came back.
I mean, are you leaving the scene if you're in a separate car?
Right.
You race somebody and that car wrecks. Mm-hmm. Are you leaving the scene of that? You didn't do anything to cause the accident.
Except raced.
I think what I heard too is one of the things is like he was lying to police.
Yeah, he had like 3 different stories.
Just cover up. Yeah, definitely.
Dumbass didn't come up with just one
A good one. Like, no, I was at home in bed.
Maybe if you're going to go out and do that, get a good publicist.
Yeah.
Maybe a good agent. Go ahead.
Or maybe just don't be a fucking 21-year-old kid that's really never done any schooling in your whole life.
Right.
Because you just football.
So how is this just now coming out though? So we're going into the combine week. This just came out 2 days. Right. Somebody's behind this, right?
Gotta be.
Trying to swing somebody else further up in the draft because he's projected basically to go #1. So, what do you think?
If I was a fucking media guy for any team,
Right.
I'm blowing this up.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if you know, like, if somehow you have an insider on the facts of the case, you know nothing comes out of it.
Or just say something and lie, and then that'll be the truth for a week.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so.
Or by the time the draft comes, nobody will give a shit, and he'll still go number one.
And
It came out too early.
This is
Maybe
America.
it did. Maybe it did. I
For
mean,
a
I don't
while,
know.
nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deshaun's free and clear.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
more accusations.
Well, it's like that thing that's going on in Alabama that I was telling you about. It happened at the beginning of January where the basketball player got charged with murder, and it just came out like last week that the best player in the country in college basketball was the guy that supplied the guy with the gun.
For murder.
Yeah. Like, and it's like documented in text messages, like telling him to bring the gun with him. Just like he's still been playing this whole time. So why is it just now coming out?
Bring that gat.
Gotta get dead.
And then the guy said he wasn't there or whatever. He was like he made up some excuse.
I mean, if you can legally own a gun and you give it to your friend, well, there's no fucking crime in that.
What up, Jordan?
Yeah, but if
Jordan Ward. What's up, buddy?
you asked me to bring a gun tonight to you at like this was at like 1 in the morning.
So this is like
You're not going to use it for something good.
Well, I'm just saying, me and my friends swap guns all the time, so it's not really like maybe a different scenario there, but
Right.
you're trying to fucking racially profile more? Is
Totally.
that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, the combine coming up, I just want to go ahead and focus on some of the Browns, maybe potential draft picks at wide receiver, defensive end, interior defensive line, which we think that's probably what they're going to focus on. And rightfully should.
Get
Brian, I don't know if you want to pop these up, what time their images. The first one is Tyler Scott, University of Cincinnati. I guess Scott came out already stating that he would be all for playing in Cleveland, so that's going to give him get right.
I've heard a lot
They're
of
going to say that about any team.
Yeah, but I mean, for somebody
He's probably not like jerking off saying, "Oh, I can't wait to go to Cleveland."
No, but I
I
mean,
love the color orange. But I hate Cincinnati.
right.
You gotta get away from the chili.
Tyler Scott from Norton High School, 3-star recruit by ESPN, handed a 3-star grade by 24/7 Sports.
Who was it?
Tyler Scott.
Jesus. Oh, okay.
All right.
Like I already moved on.
Are you sure you didn't shit yourself?
No, I did not. All right. All right.
Might be me, I just stinking after you.
As a junior, he's going to forego his senior year. As a junior, 2022, he played 11 games and hauled in 55 catches for 904 yards for an average of 16.4 yards per catch.
He's a burner.
9 touchdowns. Yeah, he has an unofficial 4.29 40-yard dash. Speedy guy. Of course, so is Schwartz.
So was John Ross.
Yeah.
John Ross, too. Actually has the record still, right? 42 is that what it is? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. The other one, another one is Zay Flowers, Boston College. All these guys, it seems to me, at least the ones we're focused on, of course, the Browns are picking until 42nd, the second round. We don't know if they're going to go with it. And we don't know if it's going to be an interior defensive lineman or if they're going to go wide receiver.
I just fucking love it. That doesn't make the draft suck. I might not love it. Sorry.
Basically, Flowers' athleticism makes him a nightmare matchup for opposing defenses. With the size 5'10", 177 pounds, predominantly viewed as a slot receiver, but Flowers can line up all over the field and win. Reported by Dogtown Daily. Next up is Josh Downs, University of North Carolina.
See, all there.
We don't know.
Well, when I first saw it, I thought it was a CJ that I was missing something.
Apparently, down.
He just looks like Shane.
Down received offers from Tennessee, Penn State, Arkansas, Ohio State, Kentucky, Michigan, Cincinnati, South Carolina. He
went to North Carolina.
And he decided to go to North Carolina. Yeah. Downs took on a minor role freshman season for the Tar Heels, catching 7 passes for 119 yards alongside 3 touchdowns, expected passer rating 110 when targeted. So at least we know, hopefully he's got some good hands.
Right.
Speedy, good hands.
What from what I heard from him, I don't know why it's echoing when no one else said it tonight when we've been on for an hour. Yeah, probably your shitty internet. Check it out on YouTube, let me know. I heard Josh Downs is a great route runner.
Okay.
So I like the Cincinnati kid in the second round. That's the way we're going to go.
Right, if you decide to go that way. I don't know if I have a graphic up for this guy, but Keyshawn Butte. Sounds a little familiar. He was also part of that Brian Kelly sex trafficking.
Jesus.
This is the sexual train over on SEC weekend. Remember we covered that back in. So apparently he might be on Brown's radar. Is that the kind of guy we want to bring up on Cleveland? Yeah, you like that? All right. You like that? And probably guys more likely going to be gone. Just want to bring him up. Jalen Hyatt.
He'll be gone.
Yeah, he'll probably be gone. I think a lot of this also depends on, of course, the rest of the combine this weekend. It also depends on how teams, how hungry they are. You know, Jalen Carter, how's he going to move up and down the draft? We don't know that yet. Is it going to push other guys down? Who's taking the pushes? What if we move up? You know, that's always a possibility too. Yeah, we probably will get a chance to get him, but.
Okay.
Anyway, as a junior in 2022, he played 12 games, hauled in 67 catches for 1,267 yards, an average of 18.9 yards per catch. And remember, guys, he was going against Alabama. He's putting up those kind of numbers. So we were talking about, I know we're talking about University of Cincinnati, North Carolina, stuff like that. Probably guys that are going to be there, maybe for us, but all right. Want to move on to defensive end. Don't think I have any of this. This is being reported from Daniel Jeremiah from also the Dog Pound Daily. Will McDonald, Iowa State, 23 years old, part of that COVID class.
Barry doesn't like to draft anybody that old.
Yeah,
We'll see if that changes.
and I read that too.
Thank you. We could end up with another brainer meeting.
And another one, Felix Anadike-Uzoma from Kansas State.
You've been practicing.
I have.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking killed it.
I actually had to ask Alexa how to pronounce that. I
Felix
spelled it.
Anadike.
Took me like 10 tries to get all that out. So
Well, we're used to that kind of shit though with JOK.
So I thought this was kind of funny, but I kind of thought he, maybe it's just me, he kind of looked like Keelan Thompson from SNL. Keenan, sorry.
I think he looks more like the freaking short comedian.
He looks like Jeff Green that used to play for the Cavs.
No.
He looks like Larry Fitzgerald.
What?
No, Brittany Griner looks like.
She looks like Kevin Hart.
No.
You think?
We all suck at this. He doesn't look like anybody.
What?
I
Out
don't
of
know.
all the
looks
names
like,
that were said, he
Felix-
looks more like Kevin
looks
Hart
nothing
than
like
any of
Kevin
those
Hart.
people.
He looks like
just
that
because he's
name.
black, huh?
Yes.
He's Kevin Hart?
Yes. Skin tone does matter.
That's true.
I mean, you could definitely see him doing a Bill Cosby skit on SNL. I mean, that's what I thought about.
That's true.
So, the only problem I think I have with those two guys, and, tell me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Big 12.
Doesn't matter.
Big 12? Not a problem.
Doesn't matter what
Where'd
conference
where'd
you play.
DK Metcalf go?
Old Miss.
Oh, was it Ole Miss?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking on defensively.
Oh,
we know the Big 12 is.
Nobody plays defense. Look at the numbers the SEC offenses put up.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody plays defense anymore.
The only defense you should just rape every year is Georgia. Like their whole team should get drafted.
Georgia and Alabama.
And look what Ohio State did to their defense this year.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you bring this up, Mark. Zach Harrison.
He has a chance to move up into the first round.
Yeah, he's gonna have a
He
big
had a
pro
really
day.
fucking good senior year.
Yes. The Ohio State University has a 4.41 40-yard dash.
He has like one of the fastest 200-yard dashes out of any high school track runner ever.
And he's what, like 6'4", 285?
Yeah.
100 percentile.
If you could get him in the second
He's
round.
in the 100 percentile for speed. So
I would.
Probably go to fucking Pittsburgh.
He had a really good career at Ohio State, but he was just following up the Bosa's and Chase Young, and nobody can fucking.
What happened? Speaking of Chase Young, what the fuck happened to that guy? He's a ghost now.
Yeah,
injuries. Never stay healthy.
Yeah.
But he takes steroids in high school.
Here's a wish list player, a little bit of a wish list player for defensive end, Brian Breesy.
That dude's all over the field.
Yeah, sophomore, coming out of Clemson as a sophomore, 4.77 40-yard dash, 98 percentile. 5-star recruit, probably going to go mid-first round.
He looks like me.
The other problem is he had an ACL injury, which they're going to be supposed to be all over him at the combine, trying to see how he comes out of an ACL injury. If he does at all, he's probably going to be gone.
Well, Clemson has sent some pretty good dudes defensively in the NFL too.
Yeah, they normally do. Especially,
I watch
they
him
always
a
have
lot.
great interior.
He's really good at stopping the run, and can get after the passer. So.
Okay, Ryan, I don't think I have this guy up there on a graphic, but
Just put Troy Polamalu up there.
yeah, Tully Tuapoloda. You like that?
You like that?
You like that? USC. It's being reported though. Jim Schwartz apparently really kind of likes this guy. He likes his versatility. Just a little nugget there. Can play all around. I don't know. I didn't see any footage of them, but the person that kind of pops in my head is the Micah Parsons.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
no, that's a.
It's a pretty good comparison.
no. I'm just saying his versatility, the way they're talking about it. If we're going that route in the NFL, and Schwartz wants to go ahead and have a guy that is that versatile, well, I don't know.
If he's that versatile, he won't be available at 42.
Right. A lot of things can
I don't
happen.
think JOK would be available at when we got him either.
Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, also a
That's
transfer.
not hard.
Yeah, also a transfer from Michigan State.
I was Pac-12 Defense Player of the Year too once.
Were you?
Yeah.
Packer.
Yep.
Packer 12.
Pac-12.
NCAA 14.
Pac-12.
Another one that's pretty high on the radar too. He was at the Senior Bowl. Is Keanu Benton, nose tackle from the University of Wisconsin.
Excellent with firearms.
Yep. 24 tackles his junior year, 11 solo, 3 sacks. Senior year, 36 tackles, 20 solo, with 5 sacks.
That's pretty good for an interior guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
in college.
Report on this guy is though seems to be get up out of his stance a little quick. Can get manhandles, not quite quick enough to get around some of the bigger offensive linemen. But I do like the fact, along with
What's he like size-wise?
no, I think he was 312, 312, 6'4", I think 6'4", 312.
That's a good size.
Yeah, so definitely meets all that there. Coming out of the combine, Mark, didn't know if you want to go ahead and hit up on any of the Ohio State OSU spring game. Is that going to be coming up?
It's first Saturday in April.
First Saturday in April?
Yeah, so just some transfer portal stuff. They got a couple starters in the secondary. Safety out of Syracuse. And then they got a guy that'll come in and start right away at corner, Davison Igbinosun.
Okay.
He was like the number 2 corner coming out of high school 2 years ago. He was all SEC freshman team last year at Ole Miss.
So we're getting back to DB.
So he's like 6'4", he's got fucking size for a corner.
Okay.
So that'll be nice. And then really nothing else out of the transfer portal right now, but after the spring is when guys will go back into the portal or whatever because they're going to realize they're not going to have much of a role or whatever like that. And then I think there's another fucking window in the summer.
Okay.
That's what I don't get about this. Like,
yeah, it's
there's only one free agency in the NFL. Like, that's what they need to do in college.
Yeah.
There's one period, and you gotta.
But they just said, well, college players can make money now, so we're just not going to give a fuck about any of the rules.
Right.
Mark, you got to hit on old boy Landon Page Spurniak.
What?
You didn't see that?
The Kyle McCord thing? I don't know if is that true? Is that
I don't know. Hopefully.
What happened?
Kyle McCord is supposedly dating Paige Spurniak, the super hot, like, semi-pro female golfer. Just pull up a picture.
Yeah, she's
You need to look that up on the internet.
If he really did pull that, then he needs to be the starter no matter what.
Yeah. Just on pure cock size alone. Paige Spurniak, yeah, right there, top.
But they're saying this will be the biggest quarterback battle that's happened at Ohio State in like 5 years. But
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah.
The other guy he's competing with would be Devin Brown, that'll be his second year in the program. He's from Utah. He's like 6'3", super athletic. Kyle McCord's been in the program for 3 years and he started a game and
We just got another 5-star quarterback, didn't we?
from North Dakota.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Lincoln Keenholz.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
I
put
did see
up like
something about that.
insane numbers, but I mean you're playing in North Dakota, but still like.
Yeah,
Division
we're
I
playing against actual cows on the field. Actual cows.
2 of his linemen are actual cows.
Wasn't that so? Is that where Carson Wentz was? Did he
North
come
Dakota
from
State.
North Dakota State?
Yeah, I don't know where he's from though.
Yeah.
Probably
I don't know.
Montana.
Yeah,
fucking.
Some Midwestern hokey town.
Some place where they have really weak ankles.
I like McCord though because him and Marvin Harrison were high school teammates.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
yeah, they
I
were
did not
went
know
to
that.
some prep school in Philly or something.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, that's kind of a.
I mean, he's
So Kyle
only
McCord-
started one game and he's got like the 10th best odds to win the Heisman. Because he's gonna step right. I mean, look at the
You
guy that
have
has
Marvin
around.
Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
If we could draft him next year.
and then with Brian Hartline promoted to offensive coordinator, that'll be nice. I don't think that they've announced yet whether he'll actually be calling plays, but Ryan Day said he wanted to kind of step back and not be so involved and just kind of be like the CEO.
So who's going to take his position then? Who's taking Hartline's position?
No, he's still going to be the wide receiver.
Oh, yes, and offensive coordinator? Okay.
So,
He can handle it.
and then James Laurinaitis is a grad assistant coaching the linebackers.
Okay.
So that'll be nice. I mean, and the linebackers took a huge leap last year.
The animal's son.
Yeah,
I mean,
what's
fucking Tommy Eichenberg and Steel Chambers last year.
Who
were
was
good.
the fucking Islander dude?
Schlegel? No.
You say Schlegel?
Or, no,
No, you're
he's
talking about
an
this-
end.
you're
I'm
talking about
thinking
this year?
defensive end. Never mind.
Yeah, you're
Togi eye.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Or not.
the guy that had that big game against Penn State.
Yeah. What the fuck's his name?
Oh, JT Tuimoloau.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Nice.
saying that.
Look at Mark's
Yeah.
spitting out names. I like it.
No, I thought the Islander. I thought you were talking about. That's what they called. They called one of the
Was it
old
Schlegel?
ones, Schlegel, Hawk, and Carpenter. They called them like the Islanders.
Oh,
or something
okay.
Back in the day.
Dude, those 3 dudes were awesome to watch.
Oh yeah. Fucking stuff.
Funny story about Paige Spurniak. Pluck
You
showed
can't
me
get
her
off
for
of
the
it.
first time.
I want to look under that table and.
She just gets up like,
Funny story.
yeah, I recently hit the lottery. But no,
Pulling wood.
Pluck showed me that girl for the first time ever, like 5 or 6 years ago. I had no idea who it was. And she did like a Instagram live thing. And he commented on it, my face is your toilet. And she like called him out, like, RP13, that's hilarious. He said, my face is your toilet.
I'm not laughing, dear.
Yeah.
I'm for real.
Yeah, this isn't a joke.
I repeat,
Yeah.
not joking.
All right.
Don't drink your bathwater.
Anything else, Mark? High State wise? Checking bets over there?
Yeah.
Like it.
London. City.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to our patented Crying Jordan segment. And
audio thing there.
yeah, we do. We need to get something like that. I'm going to start out with Carson Wentz getting released from.
Oh my god!
Getting released
Holy
from the
shit.
Redskins this week.
Is that a real human?
That's from like The Hills Have Eyes.
No, yeah, it kind of looks like
Yeah, or
but
the-
What movie is it?
well, it's
The
the
elephant-
from the 80s.
The Elephant Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elephant Man.
Speaking of
Sure.
Tyson Fury, here's a picture of
Yeah.
him.
So it's,
No, that's what Jake Paul would have looked like if Tyson Fury had
Would have boxed him. Yeah.
He'd have been all swollen up.
anyway, yeah. So the kid that played in that movie, he had some kind of calcium
So
formation.
that's a real kid.
Well, he was an actor. He was an actor in
But
that.
that's
that
what
movie.
his head looks like.
Yeah, that's what he looked like.
Oh,
so
In
I
a
mean,
Washington Redskins jacket.
Carson.
Commanders.
He's got a face not even a mother could love.
And of
That
course,
seat is a toilet. The face is a toilet.
also, I couldn't lay off the Jalen Carter news.
Yeah,
Show you
Sean
what
makes the best ones.
I had to go ahead and
so good.
throw this one out there.
Is that what you did all day at work?
No, that was just this
He
afternoon.
said that only took me 3 minutes.
A little too fast, too furious Atlanta
my
version.
God.
It's so beautiful, dude.
I love that Brian is also Crying Jordan.
Right.
That's like a double win.
Well, you saw pictures of that actual wreck. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I thought.
Dude, the Hot Wheels was
I
the
was-
best one I've ever
Oh,
seen.
yeah.
Does somebody owe somebody a 10-second car? It's been a year, right? It's not too soon.
Oh, fucking ass.
Once again. All right. Anybody have any other ones they want to throw out there? Brandon,
Oh,
Ryan.
yeah, I
Go
got
ahead, buddy.
Mine is the dude that he was the host, color commentator, whatever, of the Logan Paul fight or Jake Paul fight. He has an interview with Logan Paul on the side, and his name's Radio Raheem, and Logan Paul's like telling he asked him what he said to his brother before the fight, so Logan's giving the speech he gave to his brother, and at the end of it he was like, yeah, and just, you know, I love you, bro. And Radio Raheem dude's just cringes like, I love you too, man. Like, this is Logan Paul talking to his brother, and this dude thinks he's saying it to him.
So, you never sent one with the actual Crying Jordan on there, so...
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I just sent the picture. I thought it would.
I do have plenty of Jake Paul.
Isn't there a guy somewhere to do that?
Oh,
Jake Paul, let's see how that's great.
That's a good one.
We have Jake Paul in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that looks good. How the fuck do you make it that good?
Did you find that? Or
Yeah,
did you
I
make
found
it?
no,
Okay,
I found
Jesus.
this.
That's a good one.
I found
I
that.
think there's another one too. Oh yeah, this is great.
I want Oreos and French fries.
Oh, no,
Thanks, Deans.
nobody sent that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I put that
Okay,
up
all
there.
right.
Oh, I was
Okay,
gonna say something else about that.
that's all
I
right.
forget what I was gonna fucking say now. Drunk brain. It'll come back.
Ryan, you got anything?
Yeah, I missed it last
I
week.
was gonna say that Radio Raheem dude was high school roommates with Russell Wilson, so they're both just
cringe as fuck.
Yeah.
Is that a true story?
No.
Oh, okay.
We probably
It should.
we probably
is
should
now.
we probably should have put it up like Cuba Gooding Jr. as radio.
Yeah, that's
Like in hindsight. Just I
definitely
realized.
ultimate fail. We missed that one.
We
Just
can always-
pushing his card everywhere.
Can
We
always
got,
bring
we
it
got
back.
what's the point, yeah?
So mine this week is me. Oh, and of course I didn't fix that one.
That's because Crying Jordan.
Yeah,
It's you.
it's me. And this is because I finally started to, get in on the betting game.
Yeah.
the club.
How does it feel to be a loser?
The more I bet, the more I lose.
Yeah.
Like the more money.
And the more you lose, the more you're gonna chase it.
Right.
And lose more.
Yeah.
It's like doing the cocaine.
Yeah.
You're just always chasing.
I kind of wish I would have just spent that $200 on cocaine.
I have a
You
theory.
would have had more fun.
I fucking chased a loss from last night and bet the fucking over/under on the Guardian or the Indians preseason game. The
Oh my
Chiefs.
goodness.
I hit it though.
You're a weird giant gambler.
And you're,
I'll leave that
I have
for
a
the rest of the
theory
show.
on Ryan. I have a theory on Ryan waiting until after the NFL season because I think he wasn't going to be able to help himself.
Yeah, he'd like do the alternate spread and bet the Browns to win by 5 touchdowns every game.
We'll leave it there.
Is that theory right, Ryan? You gotta wait until after the NFL season. You're
Dude,
afraid of the wallet just staying open.
Well, not even that. It's just that's why I don't play fantasy. The Browns piss me off enough on Sundays. I don't need more.
People to piss you off.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's all that fucking happens.
Yeah, but if you, the way I look at it is like,
But I know football. I'll probably bet football.
Right.
That's why I really hope the XFL and shit lasts more than a year so you can bet it year round.
well, hell, the one I think the prop I put in on the Cavs game last night or something.
Well, it's like the
it looked
Cavs
like
game.
red lights going
Well,
down the.
but my thing is like the Cavs
the
game.
same game parlay.
I bet the Cavs to cover, and even
Oh,
though
you
they
lucky
lost.
bastard.
Oh, I know, I got really lucky.
They lost what, by 3?
By 5.
5?
And I think it was 5.5.
5.5. Okay, yeah.
I think I moved that.
But it makes
line.
it when your team loses, it makes it a little easier because you can at least win some money
Well,
off of it.
but the thing is with basketball shit, like especially if you, like I tried to parlay it and I almost won $6,000.
Your,
you know?
Yours is the best. You had Dame to score 25. Coming off the night, he scored 71. And he only scored 20 points.
No, so I had to
What
get.
a loser!
Luka had to get 30 and he had to get 30.
Oh, it's 30.
So Luka got 39. I'm looking at the game. First quarter, Dame's got 15. Second quarter's got 20. Like perfect. Fucking looking at the fourth quarter, like 2 minutes left. He has 25 points. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
And he just put up 71.
Well, and they get boat raced. So I had a little like $5 bet on the Warriors winning that game. So I won like $4. Yes.
You didn't lose them all.
Like I said, welcome to the club.
God.
That's like Nick had a badass first touchdown scorer, hit on 3 of them.
Wow.
$25. I think it was like 47,000 to win. But the one he lost was the second one, so
okay.
he didn't get a payout or nothing.
Right.
But 3 of his 4 hit on first touchdown scores.
Did he have a cash out on that? Did he give a cash out option?
Well, yeah, it was
he
like.
lost one of the first
Well, no, his
I
first
thought-
one was Kelsey. He scored,
Okay.
and then his buyout was the same as his buyout.
Ah.
So I'm like, yeah, let it ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Dallas Goedert scored the first touchdown. He
Yes.
had AJ Brown, and turns out Logan won fucking $700. He put $50 on the first touchdown score in the Philly game. I'm like, you are a fucking degenerate gambler.
Mark, you got anybody? You
No,
had
I
something
was
to throw out there?
unprepared, but going back to the J, I would give anybody a crying Jordan who actually fucking paid for that.
For the Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
You're the
absolutely.
fucking loser.
Did you watch any of the actual fight?
No.
It was not a great like boxing fight at all.
I
It was just the hype around it. I just wanted to see it because I felt like he was gonna lose, and I was.
I couldn't find anywhere to bet it.
Dude.
So I was watching, I think, the DePaul and UConn women's game that time because I actually had a hype.
You watched the women's basketball.
Oh, dude, yeah.
College.
College
Yeah.
College.
Dude, I shit you not. The other
Jesus
night, I watched Xavier and UConn's women the whole fucking game.
I would puke.
'Cause
I could not sit through that
you-
whole thing.
I took Xavier at plus 37.5. They only lost by 12, so I didn't even have to sweat it.
I was bored. I was
Did they only
bored.
score 12?
I was bored at like 1 p.m. on like a Thursday, and I saw on ESPN it was Ohio State. I forget the other team.
But it doesn't
Maybe
say
Michigan
women's
State.
basketball, it just says basketball.
It just says basketball. I clicked on it. I'm like, okay, hell yeah! It was on commercial, and I'm just sitting there, and then it comes on, and I see them interview like a girl, and I'm like, nope. Immediately grabbed my remote and changed the fucking channel.
There was some ESPN anchor the other day. They were doing like highlights of a women's game, and then like there was a men's game right after that. They went to the highlight, and then the guy was like, "And now off to the real basketball." Like that guy's getting fired.
Wow.
He definitely got fired.
He can be hired. He can be hired on
go to
this
some
show.
like sensitivity training.
Bro,
That guy could come here for no pay.
You're right. Yeah, he's got to bring the beers because
He does.
Okay, just want to tell everybody, please submit your crying Jordans. We want to reiterate
we need a
that.
lot of it.
We need a lot of them, man. We love it.
Yeah.
Still got the crying Jordan yourself?
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
until
it.
the end of the
I
show.
love it. I love it.
You're not the only one to have done it now.
All right.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Follow us in our live. Please go ahead and share this with your friends. If you're following us, you probably have less friends,
Right.
Yes.
but that's okay.
Yeah.
Share it with
Share-
your 4 friends.
4 friends
That you
now
talk
might
to.
be
Share it
3.
on Facebook, everything.
Yeah.
Like I told you the other day, I traded Facebook for the sports book, so that's why I'm not on there anymore.
Fantastic. Follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends and family.
Yeah.
And
If you guys are watching on Facebook or whatever, just come on over to YouTube and hit a like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. But either way, appreciate the viewers.
Yeah.
It's fun, growing slowly but surely.
yep.
Even though we don't care who watches it, we all love doing it. So
Right.
you're gonna keep seeing shit pop up. So you might as well,
Probably.
Might as
might as well
tune
make
in
it
and-
big so you can think
Say-
that you.
So you're like, oh, I knew that
Yeah,
guy.
I know that guy.
I knew that
I
guy.
paid for their Airbnb in Kansas City.
That guy will do anything for a $20 bet. I guarantee it.
Okay, guys. Great show. RawDawgers out.
Raw Dog is out.